Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mopar Nationwide Series. We are back for race number 18 of Season 2. We're here at the Kentucky Speedway for the running of the Meijer 300, which is presented by Ritz. Has some good exciting racing for 30 laps around here, and it should be a lot better racing because I'm using a different Kentucky Speedway than I used for the Cup race, which probably will never be seen again in my series, but I think it should be a good race. Cody Lamas is on the pole in the 23, looking for his first career win. Matthew Rodriguez on the outside, back in the Great Clips scheme. He will be starting second. Trent Dunham's in third in the Bass Pro 24, and points leader Danny Wells back in the Roush 25 years anniversary car, starting fourth. And you see Sean Henley on the outside behind him in the 30 car. And we do have one new driver, an unexpected turn of events. Mackenzie Robertson was released from Turner Motorsports in the 32, and we're going to welcome the Englishman Sean Galligan is making his debut here in the Mopar Nationwide Series, driving the number 32 Dollar General Chevy out of the Turner Motorsports team, and we'll see what he does. Starting about mid-pack on the inside of Jake Rogers, the Road America winner, and right in front of his teammate, one of his new teammates, Jacob Rodriguez, in the 34. So we'll see how Galligan does in his first race amongst these drivers. But we'll keep an eye on that. 30 laps around this speedway as we wait for the commands. We'll see if it works this time, and we'll check this out right now.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
We don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good pit crew.
Again,
all we got to do is everybody get further away.
Kentucky
We'll be
Speedway.
done.
We shouldn't really be in the over here,
Rolling by.
but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
Calm down a little bit. And they go by. Here's your starting lineup for today. Meijer 300, presented by Ritz. We are back and ready to go racing. Cody Lamas, Matthew Rodriguez on the front row. We'll see how Rodriguez's teammate, one of his new teammates, we should say, Sean Galligan, will run today in his debut, along with these other 41 competitors that go along with Galligan. As the pace car is off, Cody Lamas, Matthew Rodriguez, the front row, ready to go racing here in the bluegrass state of Kentucky. Waiting for the green flag, and we're racing. Green flag is out. We're racing at Kentucky. And Lama's got a great jump on Matthew Rodriguez. When you think about it, in the Cup Series race, Matthew Rodriguez and Trent Dunham were amongst the front of the field in the Cup race. Maybe they'll give them an advantage in this race, knowing what the track was like, even though it's not really much of a different, or actually a different track, I should say. And Trent Dunham's wasting no time. He's going to drive right into the door of Cody Lamas. He is being aggressive early. Trent Dunham, it wasn't shown on television, but he had the dominant car at Chicagoland, but Mackenzie Robertson won that race. He fell to the back, dominated, did not win. Trent Dunham's looking to win this race. He leads lap 1. Came in here 34th in the standings. That's a tough season for Trent Dunham. Kind of looks like deja vu from season 1. He doesn't want the repeat success again, or failure, I guess you could say. And Brody Vance has moved his way up to second in that 11 car. He's been a quiet driver this season. He's actually looking to get up in the points. He's 9th in the standings, trying to get up to the top 5. It's kind of a gap. And Red Bell, Trent Dunham's girlfriend, she is in third in the Westco 51 Chevy. And James McLeod's worked his way up, and we're racing very hard back here. Rob Vandermeer and James McLeod. We have Eric Burton back in the GoDaddy page, I believe for the first time since he took over the ride. Alexandra Jones, Matthew Rodriguez stuck in the middle. Here comes Sean Galligan. Galligan's already worked his way up into the top 10. There's 3 Turner Motorsports cars right there. Sean Henley's the other one. Oh, look out. And there's Sean right back there. Sean's in this team now. Sean Henley and Sean Galligan. They're working their way, hopefully, to the front. There's Barney Ward. He's starting in the back, one of the points racing contenders for the championship. He started near the back. He's already worked halfway up through the field in that 88 car. And when Sean Galligan got stuck up on the high side, here comes Matthew Rodriguez. And Cody Lamas, our pole sitter, is falling way back. Go back up to the front. And Brody Vance is taking the lead from Trent Dunham. Oh, and Dunham got loose. That was an arrow loose right there. His girlfriend almost got in the back of him, but she definitely didn't. He just got loose, and Red Bell takes second. Here comes Brock Banta. The Bantas are running good. 1-3 right now for the 11 and the 54. Jacob Rodriguez is working his way to the inside of Trent Dunham for 4th place, and there's Eric Burton looking on behind his teammate Trent Dunham, and there is Connor Breeden in the 6th car. He's up in 7th. Mark George is in 8th. I should say. Dylan Young, the Daytona winner, is going for 9th on Lewis Gordon. Barney Ward. Oh, Jessica Lawrence, what is she doing? She has not learned her lesson from Daytona, apparently. She just about took out Barney Ward. And here comes Michael Causey to the inside. He's working his way up, and Aaron Williams started in the back as well. And that 21 car, another championship contender, he's trying to work his way up. Great racing we're having right now. There's John Dillon going after Blake Cooper. And here comes Jack Richards with Cody Hitchens and Matt Wells on the bottom in the 16. Looking back a little bit, there's Seth Cole back in the PS Vita paint scheme. There's Zach Carlson, Jake Rogers going around Dylan Poteet, Charles Jackson, Luke Walker battling. Oh man, Will Livingston running not extends once. Yeah. It's racing Xavier Livingston, and Foul got it wrecked by Ryan Acosta. There's Corey O'Malley. He started in the back, and he's not really made any progression up there. Joseph Ryan up high. There's Peter London. He's back in the pilot paint scheme. Matthew McMurray. Zohar Mine, and Danny Wells is in the back. The points leader is in the back right now. There's Mike Becker as well. I think I said everybody now in the 33. But Danny, I think he's trying to cool his jets and everything and just working his way back up. Looks like he's doing that right now. We got a battle for the lead between the Bantas. Brody had it. Brock wants it. Brother Brock just took the lead from Brody Banta there in the 11 and put the 54 at the point. And we have Cinderella, or I guess a perfect ending for the Banta family. They can finish 1-2. But here comes that Bass Pro Chevy back. Here comes Trent Dunham running 3rd place. This looks like a good chance for him to win this race. Looks like he has a strong car, and his girlfriend Red Bell does as well. Connor Breeden now in 5th. Eric Burton goes way up the hill in the 7 car. Jacob Rodriguez, Mark George make it 3 wide. Clear the 7 car. And there's Michael Causey in the 09. He's working his way up slowly. The Richmond winner this season. And we can't really say enough about the 31 cars. We haven't really said much about her all season. Jessica Lawrence, she has been a consistent driver all season, quietly running good in that 31 car, almost pulling off with just an all-guyer, I guess you could say. Just quietly running good, just staying up in the points, but not really making much noise, but just doing enough to stay up there. She is running a 6th. We got a battle for 4th and 2nd. Trent Dunham's going after Brody Banta, while Connor Breeden goes after Red Bell behind them. We got Toyota, Chevy, Ford, the highest running Dodge. Looking back, there's Ryan Acosta. He just took 17th away, so you have to go that far back just to find a Dodge Challenger in this field. James McLeod just gave up that spot to Ryan Acosta. Still the most winningest driver in Mopar Nationwide Series history with 5 wins in 1 season. And nobody's caught him yet still. There's Blake Cooper back here, and there's a gaggle of cars right here, starting with Corey O'Malley and teammate Mike Becker. They're racing hard back here. 3 wide right here. Ooh, look out. Great racing. It'd be nice to see a clean race. Field goes zooming by. We're looking. Oh, I was looking for the points leader. Danny Wells. He was 28th last time by. He's working his way back up though. 60 car looks like he's heading back to the front. We'll see where Danny is this time by. Danny Wells is a double-duty driver in the Mopar Nationwide Series as well as the Mountain Dew Race Series. He's in the mix for the Chase right now in the Cup Series to make it. Still looking for his first win in either one series, and he's the only driver in the series that's actually run the same number in both series. He's driving the 60 in this series and the number 60 in the Cup Series, so kind of a rarity you see somebody have the same number twice. There might be others, but I'm not sure. Going back up to the front, there's Aaron Williams came for 2nd in the points. He came across the line in 14th place, right in front of Barney Ward. Car off the pace, that's Matt Wells. Matt Wells is in trouble, and this is not good. Look out. Matt Wells, I think, just broke something. Oh! Xavier Livingston, no, they're wrecking. Did they save it? No caution. Matt Wells just stopped on the track, and Xavier Livingston ran in the back of him. The 99s had the worst collector's season, it looks like, and Matt Wells, his bad luck continues in that car. I don't know what happened to his car. We'll have to take a look at that later on in the race, or unless we get a caution. Charles Jackson set the pole, and Luke Walker are very lucky they didn't get involved in that wreck. They were lucky they avoided that. There's a poster of Cody Lomas right in front of Jack Richards. Lomas in 36th place. Wow. I don't understand that. We'll go back up to the front, though. Brock Banta still leading. Trent Dunham has a mirror full, and now actually his girlfriend's to the inside of him. Here comes Red Bell for 2nd on Trent. Looking back for the 11 car. Brody Banta's falling back to the 7th position. racing car for second. Red Bell is taking it from Trent. Here comes Mark George. We haven't talked about him that much today. 8 car is working his way up. Good run for that 8 car. Jacob Rodriguez. There's Brody Banta. Jessica Lawrence stuck on the high side with Trent. Red Bell's going to try to run down Brock Banta. This time by will be halfway here at Kentucky for the Meijer 300. We're going to update. The 16 car is still on pit road. Nothing's been said about if anything's broken or not. The car just stopped though. He's still sitting on pit road. Tough break for Matt Wells. Matt's season has taken a sour turn. Kind of like the feeling when you get to the end of the cookie jar and there's no cookies and there's nothing you can do. But Matt, he was a contender early in the season for the championship. Slowly has worked his way out of the hunt for the championship. 25th in the standings where he came into today. Look at this gaggle of cars, including our championship leader, Danny Wells up on the high side. Zohar Munn in the 9. There's Sean Henley. He needs to gain some points, but he's not running that good right now. They're 4 wide up ahead, and Sean Galligan's in a very tight situation. Yikes, look out. He drives out of it, though. He's not afraid to get up on the wheel in that 32 car. The British man, what you want to call him. Sean Galligan is running solid, I guess you could first race. There's still some laps to go, so he can gain some spots. We'll see what he can do. He's getting around Matthew Murray right now, a 2-time winner this season, and Alexander Jones. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I'm not, I guess. I don't know. I might sneeze now. I said it. There is a couple of contenders to catch Danny Wells in the points. Aaron Williams in 13th, Barney Ward is in 14th. Looking back for Corey O'Malley. Corey is running 21st right now. And Danny's in the back, so they're going to be gaining points on him. Cars are pulling back right now. And still, it's Brock Banta is still leading this race, just cruising around right now. And look who's in second place. This kind of looks like deja vu from Daytona. The 2 monster cars right next to each other. Here comes John Dillon. He had a top 10 run at Daytona, one of his rare good finishes of the season. He is now in second behind Brock Banta. They were battling hard for that 6th position, I believe, last week. It might have been 5th, I'm not really sure. It's one or the other, but they were battling hard, and now they're together once again. But here comes Brody Banta. He wants to split them up. He wants to get back up to his brother Brock and battle him out for this win. We're going to have next time by will be 2 months to go. Jessica Lawrence holds up Michael Cosby, who's now 5th. Good run for him. Jacob Rodriguez, Eric Burton, Mark George, and here comes Trent Dunham back with help from Ryan Duke. Haven't talked about the 14 car today. Red Bell's falling back as well. She's outside the top 10. I thought she had damage for a minute. The 16 car is still sitting on their own. Nothing's been said. Oh, Michael Cosby just went way up the hill. He just lost about 3 or 4 spots. He's going to lose more. That was a photo finish right there between the 24 and the 09. Trent actually got that position. That was for 8th place. So Cosby's now all of a sudden falling back. Now Rodriguez goes up high. And they're just trying to run down Brock Banta. Brody Banta's so close, and he can't do nothing about it. Trent Dunham's making it 3 wide. He's going to go in there and try and gain some more spots. Here comes Ryan Duke. He's going to try to sneak under the 24. 3x3. Look out. It's going to be a drag race to the line right there. I think that's for 4th place, I believe. Or that's 5th. And Matt Wells is back on the track. He could be a factor in this race, possibly. I'm not sure if they're going to catch him in time. He's off the pace, but I don't know how much. Xavier Livingston could be off the pace as well. Battle for second. Here comes Jessica Lawrence to the inside of Brody Banta. Jessica Lawrence is taking advantage, 6th in the standings. Brody Banta came here 9th in the standings. Pretty much close to them. One of the drivers we haven't really talked about today was actually a couple. We'll go back a little bit. See if we can find one of the drivers. There's Jake Rogers, came here 8th in the standings, quietly having a good season, really, if you think about it. He was 21st last time by, now he's 22nd. And another driver up there in the points is 7th place in the standings. That is Seth Cole. Looking back for him, there he is right there. He was 40th last time by. 20 car just doesn't have the rhythm today. The Michigan winner is struggling today here at Kentucky, as he's behind Charles Jackson and Jack Richards. They're both not having a good race as well, after having top 5 runs last week at Daytona. So does Sean Henley. He's running in 30th place. Not a good day for the 30 car. Not to be matching his car number. That's not a good day at all. And there is Danny Wells once again. This time Matthew Rodriguez, they've dropped back. 25th and 26th. And Cody Lamas, the pole sitter, is 27th. I'm looking, go back a little bit. John Galligan is in 19th place. It'll be a solid outing for him in this first race. There's defending champion Dylan Poteet in 18th. Dylan Young, last week's winner, is in 17th. There's Ryan Acosta. Like little bit. There's Aaron Williams. He had cracked the top 10. Now Barney Ward's going back after him. They've been racing nose to tail lately. Still, nobody's catching that 54 car. John Dillon worked his way back to second, but them racing so much, there's nothing he can do to catch that 54 car. They're trying. Jessica Lawrence can go back around John Dillon. Dillon's going to fall in behind the 31. We'll see if he does. But John Dillon's trying to get the high side working, but there's no grip up there. Ryan Jupe, where did he come from? He's in the top 5. That 14 car. He's been running good, I guess, since his paint scheme changed, I guess. Actually, he hasn't. I think about it now. Jupe's one of the newer drivers. He's just trying to make a name for himself in the series. I'm trying to hold off Mark George back here. Michael Causey's working with his good buddy Brody Banter. They're working together on the bottom. That's to go work together to catch Brody's brother. Jessica Lawrence trying to do the same thing. And Brock Banter's just been out front, just sailing right now. I looked at the lap times in the 16. He's only 1/10 slower than the leaders were, so he's not going to be a factor. So it's going to be to see if that 31 car can catch the 54 of Brock Banta. Brody Banter's in 3rd right now. John Dillon's 4th. This time by will be 3 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway. And it looks like it's all Brock Banta and the Monster Energy 54 Toyota out of Kyle Busch Motorsports. It'll be a great run for him. Brock came this race up there. I think he's up in the points. He's 18th in the standings, so I mean he's about mid-pack, so this would help him a tremendous amount. Jessica Lawrence can be the big winner in the points today. She could probably catapult herself back up in the top 5 points. Brody Banter will gain some ground. Trent Dunham, but he's still digging. He just took 4th place away from John Dillon. Here comes Mark George and Jacob Rodriguez. As we have 2 laps to go. Jacob Rodriguez is pushing the heck out of Mark George. Oh, Trent Dunham had to get out of the way, but he almost got hit. Jessica Lawrence is running a 10th slower than Brock Banta last time by, so it doesn't look like she's going to have a chance to catch the 54. And Brody Banta has actually closed in on Jessica for 2nd in the 11 car. So can we have a Banta family 1-2 finish today? We're about to find out as Brock Banta takes the white flag here at Kentucky. 1 lap to go. We'll look back at the battle for 2nd. And Brody Banta's catching Jessica Lawrence. He has a run. See if he can do anything with her. They come storming down the back straightaway for the final time. Banta's going to the inside of Jessica Lawrence. So it looks like the Banta 1-2 finish is going to happen. Lawrence has moved out of the way. But they're racing side by side for 2nd. It is not for the win. Brock Banta's going to come off the final corner. And he's going to take the Meijer 300 here at Kentucky. Brock Banta beats out his brother to pick up his first career Mopar Nationwide Series victory here at the Kentucky Speedway. A dominating win there for the 54 car and 0 caution, which was very rare, but we'll take that. Brock Banta's your winner. Brody Banta finished 2nd, 1-2 finish for the Bantas. Very impressive. You don't see that often. Haven't seen that really probably since maybe the Burton brother, the Labonte brothers. Oh, and there's a little nudge to his brother. Congratulations nudge right there. I think Brody wanted to win it though a lot more than Brock, but Brody's showing signs of winning this 11 team, but brother Brock wins today. Jessica Lawrence ends up 3rd, another solid run for her. Teammate Jacob Rodriguez gets 4th. That's a good run for Jacob. I believe that's Jacob's first top 5, or actually 2nd. And then Connor Breeden, where did he come from? He finished 5th. Good run for him. And then you look down and you see Mark George got 6th, Trent Dunham 7th, Ryan Juke 8th, Michael Causey 9th, and John Dillon rounds out your top 10. Then you see Eric Burton, Aaron Williams ended up 12th, Red Bell, Barney Ward 14th, Sean Galligan 18th in his debut, and then we look down Jake Rogers 22nd, Corey O'Malley 23rd, Danny Wells ended up 25th today. That's going to hurt him. There's some more drivers we haven't seen. Then you look down Jack Richards 29th, Charles Jackson ended up 34th, Seth Cole 33rd, Sean Henley 30th. Ooh, it's going to hurt them in the points. And you see Matt Wells was the only driver with problems. We're going to go back and take a replay of that since we didn't have a caution. We'll see what happened to Matt Wells. Alright, well, Matt Wells is up there racing amongst the top 10. He just driving, and also he just slows down right there. I don't know if he had a tire issue possibly. He was trying to slow down a lot. Blake Cooper avoids, Dylan Poachit avoids. He gets down the apron. I think whatever happened right here. 99 runs in the back of him. The 3 just sliced a little bit in the side of the 16, but that's about all that happened. and Matt Wells stopped on the track, but no caution was thrown. He went back to pit road, went back out eventually a couple laps later, and still finished dead last in a pretty clean race we had today here at Kentucky Speedway. But that's what happened. That was the only incident we had of the day. Wasn't really much of an incident though, but that involved Matt Wells and Xavier Livingston, ruined their days. But we're done from Kentucky though, and we'll go back to the result page one last time before we show you the post-race screen and where we're going next week, so stay tuned. Alright, and we are back, and we're going to take one last look through the field. You see where you finished, or where your favorite driver finished, as the Bantas dominate here at Kentucky Speedway. Brock and Brody Banta, 1-2 finish for the brothers, as Brock Banta takes home his first career Mopar Nationwide Series victory and the Monster Energy 54 Toyota Camry. There's your results, and now we're going to go to the post-race screen for the celebration, and we will take you to where we're going to be racing next week and the point standings, so stay tuned, guys. Race 18 is in the books. Well, I guess for some reason it did not show the screen. It just went right back to this. I didn't actually expect it, but I guess we'll continue on. But sorry about that. I don't know why I didn't show it, but anyway, our next race will be at the New Hampshire International Motor Speed, or should be New Hampshire Motor Speedway, not International, but our next race will be the Camping World 200 for race number 19, as we must hit the second half of the season for the series. And here's your standings. Aaron Williams up by 29 points over Danny Wells now. Corey O'Malley 37 back in third. Jessica Lawrence has jumped up to fourth, 80 back. Bonnie Ward is fifth, 85 back. And Brody Banta, sixth place, 99 points back. Those are the only drivers within 100 points of Aaron Williams. John Henley took a hit down to 7th. Jake Rogers 8th. Seth Cole took a hit down 9th. And Charles Jackson remains 10th. You see Brock Banta jumped up to 13th in the standings with that win. Helped him out tremendously. You take a look at your top 20 in points. You see Mackenzie Robertson was up there in the points, but with her release, she will drop now to eventually the bottom of the standings with the other inactive drivers. And here's a look at some more of the standings. Jacob Rodriguez with that top 5 helped him up a little bit, as well as the top 10 for Trent Dunham, who cracks back into top 30 in points. I think he just surpassed his stats from last season. He had 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, I believe, last season, and he had it so far this season. I was thinking he's going to have the same luck, it looks like, but he got that 4th top 10, and now he's 29th in the standings, so it helped him out tremendously there, gained a few spots. And I don't know if there's that much more. I'll just go down. Sean Galligan's at the bottom, but there's not much he can do. A lot of these drivers at the bottom are just racing for wins and just pride, not really for points. But yeah, that's how that's going to go. But there's your points, and there's your race. One last time, congrats to Brock Banta and the whole 54 team on their first career victory. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's race, the Meijer 300, which was presented by Ritz from the Kentucky Speedway. And I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for race number 19 of the Mopar Nationwide Series. And stay tuned for the Mountain Dew Race Series as it gets closer and closer to the chase for the championship. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember to comment.